Hi, this is Susanna from Hold It Right There Sewing Patterns. You're watching the Clarendon Crossbody Wallet Sew Along tutorial. To purchase the Clarendon Crossbody Wallet sewing pattern, please visit my website at the link below. Once you've gathered the supplies covered in my previous video, you're ready to begin. Always save your PDF file first, then print from your saved PDF. Measure the 1-inch test square to ensure your pattern pieces are the correct size. With your pattern pieces printed and cut out, you will need to assemble the card pocket piece. Your sewing pattern includes a cutting chart. The cutting chart provides dimensions for the pieces as well as which interfacings belong to which fabrics. Since this bag pattern involves using 3 different fabrics, I find it helpful to color code my cutting chart. I'm highlighting all of my fabric 1 pieces with a blue highlighter. This makes it easy for me to distinguish which pieces belong with fabric 1. Then I'm highlighting all of my fabric 3 pieces with an orange highlighter. Now I can quickly find which fabrics I need as I'm cutting out. Follow the lines on your pattern pieces for cutting out your fabric and interfacing. Follow the solid lines for cutting out your fabric and some of the interfacing. Follow the dashed lines for cutting other interfacing, all detailed both on the pattern pieces and cutting chart. Piece K interfacing is cut along the dashed lines. It is smaller than the fabric to reduce bulk in the seam allowances. A zippered pocket bisects the flap on both sides for this bag. To make the zippers land exactly where I want them to on a piece of fabric, I found it helpful to use a piece of parchment paper from my kitchen for my B1, B2, and C1, C2 pattern pieces. This way I can determine exactly where the zippers will fall. Suggested pattern layout diagrams are provided for easily cutting out your pattern pieces. Use the printable labels provided with your pattern to organize your cut pieces. With all of your bag pieces cut out, we're ready to fuse the interfacing. First though, set aside your card pocket, optional strap addition, optional ID pocket, and their interfacings. These will be treated uniquely later. Locate A, H, and J. If you are using cork, vinyl, or leather for any piece in your bag, you will omit the interfacing for those pieces. Beginning with A, place the piece wrong side up. Place the woven interfacing directly against the wrong side of the fabric. The interfacing is the same size as the fabric. Beginning from the center and working toward the outer edges of the fabric pieces, fuse the interfacing to the fabric following the manufacturer's instructions. Repeat with H and J. With the pieces remaining wrong side up, layer the second piece of interfacing directly on top of the previously fused interfacing. Again, fuse, and then set aside these pieces for now. Now locate your lining A, your flap exterior B1, B2, flap interior C1, C2, flap exterior lining D1, flap interior lining D2, interior slip pocket F, snap tab I, lining pocket K, and last but not least, strap tab M. Place the fabric piece wrong side up and center the interfacing. There will be a fabric frame without interfacing, and this is to minimize bulk in the seam allowance. Fuse the interfacing and repeat for all of the pieces in this set. Set aside these pieces for now. Last of all, cut the following pieces from the Ultra Firm Stabilizer. 2 1-inch squares for the magnetic snap, snap tab I, cut along the dashed lines, and if you choose it, the optional 1-inch by 7.5-inch wide piece for adding additional structure at the base of your bag. Details for adding this piece are in step 61. All of your pieces are now prepared. Join me in my next video as we begin to sew your Clarendon Crossbody Wallet together. Thanks for watching. Happy sewing!